YouTube? This is Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys part 6 to this team and scheme series. So if you enjoy this video, go drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. Now, if you guys are keeping up with the series, I did say part 6 on the last one. I do apologize, that was part 5, and this one is officially part 6. So in this video, you guys are going to be able to see some gameplay versus the Packers. And before we hop into gameplay, I want to take you through a couple setups that I actually like that I did not get the chance to run this game because of what style of defense my opponent was playing. So anyways, let's go and get started though. So the formation we're talking about, of course, is gun doubles halfback weak, which I believe is a really nice formation inside of Madden. So there's a lot of cool things you can do. Now, the playbook I'm in is the Tennessee Titans. Again, I'm in the Tennessee Titans offensive playbook. So as far as personnel goes, what I love to do is I like to have my fastest receiver in this spot right here. So basically your fastest / best receiver needs to go right here. And then I like to have my second best / fastest receiver here. And then right here, you just want some speed. So I'm gonna put Jalen Rager right there. So that's how I love to do this. Let me make sure everything else is good. Okay, cool. Now, why do I like this with the Eagles? You probably wonder why I like gun doubles with the Eagles. Now, the reason why is because we have 3 really fast receivers. Now, the only problem is when you face a team that has high man coverage cornerbacks, such as the Packers. So you're going to be able to see that in this game because that's all my opponent ran was man coverage. But outside of that, if they're running any type of zones or even, basic match coverage, this offense will thrive, honestly, because you want to have 3 good receivers, which the Eagles do, and you also want to have a pretty decent tight end who's somewhat athletic, which they do right here. And also it helps to have some good offensive linemen, which they definitely do. So this could be a really deadly combo, to be honest with you guys. Now, the only thing I'm gonna show you approximately really quick is going to be the shake halfback corner. Because I want to show you a couple setups that I love. One of them is going to be the bomb every coverage, and one of them is going to be just a nice little concept based play. But I did put out a part 1 and part 2 on this, so if you want to see a deeper dive, please check that out. But this is basically just going to be scratching the surface so you understand exactly what's going on. Now, run plays I like. The RPO, when you hand it off, is actually nice because you get like a base style of action. I don't really like the alert on this play, but you'll see that in gameplay. I also like the RPO zone alert. I like the RPO read bubble. They're slightly different when they're ran. And the peak zone, they nerfed it, of course. So that sucks. But that's as far as the run plays. Now, pass plays, almost every single play in here is good for as far as the pass. But we're not touching on that. So let's go to shake halfback corner. Now for defense, I'm just gonna come out in a dollar look, and we're just gonna go over like cover 4, cover 3, cover 2, and man coverage. Now, I'm probably not gonna go over every single one of those because I just want to show you guys the setups and show you guys what I like. Now, when you run this offense, you want to make sure your 2 receivers are to the wide side of the field. So we're going to put the ball in this right hash just to basically simulate that. Now, the concept that I really love can actually bomb cover 3. You can tell our opponent right here, well, the computer's in cover 3. So what you can do is take triangle, put them on a streak, square on a smoke screen, and then you can take X, put them on a curl. Now, this is the exact same setup that I gave you guys in part 1. So if you want to see that, make sure you go check it out. But basically, we're going to wait for that cornerback to actually fall off, and then we're going to be able to bomb it pretty much like that. So any style of cover 3, not any style, excuse me. Anytime they play cover 3, that's going to be wide open, and if it's not open for whatever reason, we're going to make that high-low read between the smoke screen and this running back route. Now, actually I can run it right here. So you can actually split coverages really easy with this. So basically, let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's go to cover 4 drop. So this setup that I'm about to give you is going to bomb pretty much every single coverage outside of cover 3. So what you want to do is take triangle, put them on either a flat route or a zig, whichever one you want. I personally like the zig, so you want to take square, put them on a slant. You want to take X, put them on a flat route. Now this setup right here will beat just about every single coverage in the game. So watch circle. So we're going to wait for him to clear. And then you can tell they just aren't even going to cover him. So that's cover 4 drop that we're able to bomb. We're also able to bomb cover 2. And we're able to bomb match coverage with that exact same setup. So let me show you cover 2. And then after this, we'll get right into gameplay. So let's take triangle, put them on a zig route. Square on the slant, X on the flat route, and like I told you guys, we're going to be able to bomb every single coverage. We'll get even split man coverage. Now look at circle. Notice how that safety is actually going to move out the way, and we're going to be able to complete that. Now quickly, I'm just going to go replay, just show you real quick what the safety did, and then after that, we're going right into gameplay, I promise you guys. So let's take a look. Alright, so what's good about this setup is that basically the user is going to be somewhere in the middle because he's going to see this slant, and he's going to have to play this slant. If he doesn't play this slant, you can actually throw this if they don't have 2 spies in the middle, of course. But under normal circumstances, you could throw it, and this mid read is going to act like he's going to play it, and which is why your user, if he's on a vertical hook, they're normally going to take this slant because this looks like he's going to play it, but he actually does not play it. And what happens is that this angle route by the running back, well, the out route by the running back is going to widen out that safety. Notice how he widens out, and that's going to create that easy gap that you could tell that we can easily split. So let's go ahead and dive right into this gameplay. All right, so right here you can tell we are on offense, and he did get ball first, but we ended up getting the interception. You can tell right here. He tried to throw that. We were all over that with our user. But right here, you can tell we're actually setting up our personnel. Like I told you guys, in practice mode, I like to put my fast receiver on that right side, my second fastest in the other outside, and then another fast receiver in the slot. Now, actually, you guys are going to be able to tell, but this is the hardest type of opponent you will play. It might sound crazy, but you'll just have to see in a second. But basically, this is how I do my audibles. So I really love that Titans cross, especially when they're playing a lot of zones. But what I was going to tell you guys is this is actually the hardest style of opponent you'll play. Is somebody who wants to blitz you and use man coverage. Now, right there, I actually just wanted to test it out, see if he could actually win off press. He did not, of course, so that's why, you know, the ball got swatted back in my face because dude was nowhere to be found. But I want you guys to watch this, okay? So normally when I get man coverage, Jalen Reagor, he's normally able to run away from most defenders. So this is actually a setup I love when my opponent's actually man blitzing me. So basically we're going to make a choose option between square, and we're going to read triangle, and we're going to anticipate the user sitting on circle. That's normally how I like to read it. So look at triangle. Normally when I throw that, I do get that animation right there, but normally they catch that ball. I've never seen that. I'm not going to say never, but I hardly ever see that picked off with that type of animation where you dive. But, you know, unfortunately, that's what happened. But we are able to get the ball back, you know. So now I'm like, okay, well, he wants to man blitz me. So my thought process on this is I don't want Quez Watkins running that post. So square is actually a really glitchy post. So that's why I flipped my play, just so I can have the glitchy post ran on Stokes with Devontae Smith. I feel like that was a better matchup. But right here, I didn't think I would get such a bad throw because I noticed that post wasn't going to get open like I liked. And I shouldn't have flipped my running back. That's why I should have just blocked him, to be honest, because that route is not good. Ran to the short side of the field, as you can tell. So my opponent is just determined just to man blitz and just say that his safeties are just better than my receivers, which they kind of are. But right here you can tell I have never. I tell you, I think it's because he got bumped on his route. I'm pretty sure that's why that happened. But Barnes, I've never seen him guard Miles Sanders, and you know it's a huge speed difference, and I believe it's because he got bumped, and also I did get it under pressure if you go back and look at it. But regardless, you know, so we are having a terrible start, a literal terrible start. You can tell we have no yards on offense. He has 55 yards, and we actually playing defense, you know, because the only, you know, we're in the second quarter, and that was his first touchdown, you know. So basically right here, look at this, we still, like, he still almost had good coverage on that, and that's an out route, you know. So sometimes it's crazy with these Packers, you know. It's right there. Barnes, I guess I need to see how fast Barnes is, because he's definitely running with Reagor right there, and Reagor, I believe, is 93 speed, maybe 93, 94, he's something like that. But Barnes is step for step with this dude, but that's crazy. But you could tell, like, playing the Packers, it could be really tough when somebody wants to sit there and blitz you and man blitz. But right there, he actually switched up the zone. And as you guys know, on current gen, when you throw that bubble, they're gonna like go up the field. So that's why that bubble is actually really hard to stop. So right here, you can tell we did get the ball back. And like I said, we're playing great defense. It's just that sometimes when people get the Packers, they just, I don't know, you guys know what it is playing, you know, Packers users. And after the game, I actually looked, and every single game he's ever played has been with the Packers. And you guys might think I'm just complaining. I was right there. I forgot I missed my read. But I was staring at the running back, and I wanted to see if he could win. But had I hit triangle, I would have easily had a touchdown. But I hate saying it. But like, I feel like if you just play with one team and that team is the best team available in the game, I don't really feel like you're that good, no matter what your record is, you know. Unless like obviously you're like 600 and like, you know, 12 or 10 or something crazy. Then yeah, you know, you're really decent at the game. But like, I think this dude was like 200 and something and 180 something. It was something like that in all his games with the Packers. But I can tell this is all he does. Like anytime he wins, it's because of, you know, this style of defense that he's playing, which is nothing wrong with. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. You know, if it's working for him, cool. You know, but basically, I'm actually kind of glad this happened too, because you can see, like, this is the hardest style of, you know, matchup and scheme that you'll have to deal with is this right there. And also, just like I said, Stokes and J. Alexander, and then, you know, Darnell Savage and then Adrian Amos, you could literally just, you know, they're fast, they can cover, and you could literally just blitz all linebackers because it doesn't matter, you know, you got linebackers in, so they're going to play the run. So this is actually a really annoying style of defense to actually deal with. But right here, basically I'm going to make his user choose between triangle and square. So I noticed that he went on triangle, so we're going to just, you know, hope square wins. And that's the animation I was looking for the first time when I got picked off by Jalen Reagor. That normally those are the type of animations that I get. You can tell it's like a similar style to it. So he tried to go for fourth down. He actually did not get it. And like I said, we're holding strong. You know, you could tell, you can see that the only points he scored was from that first quarter. And Right there you can tell Kenny Clark's about to go crazy. I tried to get a little stick work on him, but hey, we did pick up 4 nice yards right there. So this gun doubles halfway. I actually like it because there's so many different run plays you can do. Like I said, you have a base, you have the inside zone, you have the RPO, and the RPO is cool because they do different things on certain RPOs. Like some of them they actually do a true bubble, and some of them they do like a little bubble swing. As right there, I probably could have had my route across the middle, but I was anticipating his user actually flashing across the middle. So the whole time I was actually just reading that drag route because I anticipated his user sitting in the middle. So like I said, sometimes that's what I have a problem with. Sometimes I anticipate users, and sometimes things happen. Like I said, he get caught up on the line. You know, he starts guarding something random. So a lot of times that's where my issue comes in. Is right there. We're just gonna go ahead and take it underneath. And just make the nice safe read, you know. So right here I'm actually just thinking about 3, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to set myself up to get a little further down because I do have 3 timeouts, and I wanted to kind of, you know, just kind of mosey my way down the field, get out of bounds, save my timeouts, and then actually have, you know, to work with. So right here I notice a bubble is going to be open. Like I said, I love that bubble because it's so hard to guard. So we're going to go ahead and blow our timeout right here. So now we got 23 seconds and we're on the 9-yard line. So realistically, we kind of want to slow this time down. If I feel like he was really good, I would just basically run the ball and then try to score. But right here, I thought about going for 4 verts, but looked like it was in man coverage. So basically right here, I'm actually going to just motion over this drag route, and now we're going to read between the slant and X and see what he wants to give us, and like who he wants to take. So right here, we're reading. So we see him right there, and then by the time I can even register triangles open, we're getting hollered at. So, you know, like I said, he's literally just man blitzing every play, and sometimes he's sending 6, sometimes he's sending 7, because he's trying to guarantee he actually gets somebody free. So a lot of times I have to block both my running back and my tight end. So right, I decided to block my tight end, and I actually am going to go ahead and do a nice little concept right here where I have a 3-man route. So basically we're going to read between square and triangle right here and just see which one the user is going to bring us, because we're anticipating on all out blitzing. So right here he did decide to play coverage. Great job by him to actually mix that up, and we just don't have anything open. So we're going to playmaker him back to the inside, try to get it right. Look at all that room, but somehow he just comes out of nowhere. I believe that's Sullivan that came out of nowhere. So at this point, I'm just like, you know what? I'm cool. I'll take my 3. I'm up. I'll be up 10 points, and we get ball at the second half. So at this point, I'm chilling. Now, this is actually kind of funny right here. So I was actually kind of testing out stuff. So I wanted to just start trying to run the ball more. So I thought about doing a little RPO just to kind of see what it was like. But I think oh no, okay, I chose PA read, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run the ball right here because it was a light set, you know. So he came out on 3-3-5 normal, which actually can blow up the runs if you know how to set it up. But if you just leave it in stock, a lot of times you can still get gashed. So right there, I just decided, hey, I'm just gonna run the ball, and I noticed he was coming out in that because he's been man blitzing me nonstop. So I was like, okay, let me try this RPO zone. Now watch this. So notice the guy over triangle, right? So I'm actually reading him, correct? So I just wanted to see exactly what's gonna happen. So I'm looking at him, I was like, he ain't gonna play that. He actually played it, so I was like, dang. Like I literally had no business throwing that, so I deserve that. Pick was on me. I literally was just staring at it. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna play it, and I just threw it, and I was like, dang, he actually played it. But he did end up going down the score, so now I'm like, okay, I actually gotta get serious right here. So watch this. So this is actually another bomb coverage if you want to bomb match coverage. So you'll take triangle, put him on a zig, and then right here we're going to take X and actually put him on a curl route, and we're going to block the running back. So watch what happens. X is going to hold that safety, and now we have a double match coverage, so basically man coverage, and we get the dot of the century right there, man. If that was any other quarterback, they would have got it out further, but somehow we were able to complete that. And you know, right here, but basically this is the last play of the game. So I was actually playing around with 2-4-5 double A gap is right there. We are going to get the nice lurk, and after that my opponent's going to go ahead and quit out though. So that's the wrap up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.